What's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com. In this video, we're going to be doing frequently asked questions segment 70. Yes, we're already at 70 question segments. All right, so let's jump right into this and answer some questions for you guys. First person here we have is JBell TS5IL. It says, hey JP, how do we get the perfect blend of mids and lows? Other words, how not to let lows overpower mids? Would that be like 4 300 watt RMS mids and a 3000 watt RMS sub? I'm thinking if I match the numbers, it will blend. Is this true, or would that work? I mean, that would probably work fine. The problem is sound is subjective, and what each person likes could be totally different than the next person. Some people like to have a ton of bass and just a little bit of mids and highs. Some people want a lot of vocals and just a little rear feel. And then what one person thinks is a lot of bass or a good amount of bass and a good amount of mids and highs may be totally not what the next person thinks. So it's really hard to say that that would be a good blend just going off of RMS power, but it would be a starting point. And you could also, like if you say you do that, you have a 3000 watt RMS sub, 3000 watt amp on it, and then 4 300 watt RMS speakers with an amplifier that's going to give them RMS power. You could start there, and if your mids and your vocals are too loud, you could always turn them down a little bit. So you have a lot of adjustment and tuning there that you could do to make it sound to your liking, which is the most important thing in car audio. All right, up next we have Official Young and Well. What amplifier do you recommend for 2 Sundown Classics and a D4S Profab box? This is one of my favorite setups. We've sold at least hundreds of these things. It's very, very popular. So I usually suggest on those at least a Down for Sound JP23 version 1.5, but if it was me personally, I would probably run the JP23 version 2. Give you a little bit more overhead. Just be mindful of the power and make sure you're not clipping, and you still have to pay attention to like smell. If you ever smell your subs, turn them down, let them cool off a little bit, and know the next time don't turn it up quite so far. All right, next up we have Matt Stream. Yo JP, what would be a good amp for 2 SCAR SDR18s? I think those rated at 600 watts RMS. So if you wanted to go with right at RMS power rating on those, I would do the JP13. That would give you just above RMS power rating. I think it does like 17 or 1800 watts RMS. So, but if you wanted to go the next level, you would want to do the JP23 version 1.5, available in 8 different colors. So whatever flavor would make you happy, you'd be able to get that. Up next we have Donald Wilcox Jr. 5212. I run a JP23 version 1.5 with good electrical, wanting to upgrade from 112 to 212s. What 2 4-ohm subs would you recommend? We just talked about that in the last video. Perfect setup for this amplifier is 2 of the Sundown Audio SA Classics in dual 4s. It'd be perfect for that, and that's what I would suggest at this current time anyway. I mean, because you never know, some Down for Sound might come out with some subs one day, and might have to recommend those. So might want to keep your eyes peeled after the first of the year. All right, next question we have, last but not least, is Rai303. Hey JP, what amp do you recommend for a Cerwin Vega VMAX 12? I think these subs are rated at 1000 watts RMS. So again, I would recommend, if you want to do right at RMS power, you would want to do the JP8. But if you want to bump it up and have a little bit more headroom, I'd recommend the JP13 on that. It would be absolutely perfect. So appreciate you guys joining me in another rapid fire questions segment. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them if I see them. And don't forget to come shop with us at downforsoundshop.com, your #1 source for all of your car audio needs, backed by the Down for Sound difference. Guarantee lowest prices, fastest shipping, best customer service in the industry, and we'll see you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Lifer Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm JPD4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.